Hi, today we're going to take a look at how to take a screen recording out of QuickTime and compress it using another program so that it's a smaller video file that's easier to share with an instructor. Right here on my desktop I have a 14-minute screen recording that I did using QuickTime. And if we look at the video properties, you will see that the file size is very large. For 14 minutes of video, we have a file size of nearly a gigabyte, which is way too large to post to Moodle and would take a considerable amount of time to upload to both YouTube or Google Drive, and then additional time for either of those services to then process the video. We're going to use a program called Adapter from Macroplant, which is available at macroplant.com/adapter. This is a video conversion and compression program that is completely free and is available for both Macs and PCs. I'm going to minimize that. I actually have Adapter installed already, so I'm just going to open that. You'll see that it brings up the interface, and this is a pretty straightforward and easy to use program. So we're just going to take our existing video and drop it into the program here. And it's going to pull all of the info from the properties of the video. So you'll see that it's an H.264 MOV file. The resolution is very high, which is part of why the video file is so large, and then it's using the AAC audio codec, which creates both large and high quality audio, and then it's currently 917.2 megabytes, which again is nearly a gigabyte and quite large. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to recompress this. To do that, we need to select an output format. So down here at the bottom, you'll see that it is set to custom MP4 output. If this is the first time you're using Adapter, this setting might not be selected already for you. So I'm going to walk you through how to set that really quick. So if we just click on the drop down, go to Video, then we're going to go over to General, and we're going to choose this custom MP4 setting. That will load more information over here on the sidebar. So walking through this really quickly, the directory information right here is where it's going to save the output of the compression. So if you don't have that set, that's something you're going to want to do. I've set mine to download directly to my desktop so that it's easy for me to find when I get done. This increment overwrite setting is important as well. You're going to want to make sure that it's set to increment so that it doesn't overwrite the existing video file, as in save over it and remove it. So in Coder, there's two settings for the MP4. Through some testing, I've found the libx264 to create a both high quality and relatively small file size. So I'm going to select that. The frame rate is something that you should not have to worry about. That will be set, so just leave it to the same as source. The bit rate is also a setting that you shouldn't have to worry about, so leave that as normal. And then the playback speed you want to be normal as well. The resolution is something that you should definitely take a look at. As we can see up here in my video, it's currently 3840 by 2160, which is a full screen recording on my giant monitor that I have at home here, and that is way more resolution than we need. It's part of the reason that my video file is so large. So I'm actually going to change that using one of the presets, and I'm going to set it to 720 by 480. This will still give good resolution for YouTube or Google Drive, so that you can see things on the screen easily, but it's going to help reduce the file size quite a bit. And then you want to make sure that this lock aspect ratio button is checked, because otherwise you can your video might scrunch or stretch. So leave it as lock aspect ratio. That way it doesn't do that it scales the video down proportionally. The quality setting is definitely something that you can play with a little bit. I generally leave it at medium. It gives good quality, but also balanced with the compression of the video. So the audio, for the most part, you can leave that. If you want to compress it a little bit, you can choose an MP3 encoder, which will reduce the file size a little bit more. The rest of the settings you don't have to worry about. So when you're ready, all you need to do is click the convert button. And you'll notice that it immediately starts to convert that file. So you'll get a progress bar up here that will slowly start to creep around. It's like a little pie chart. So we're gonna fast forward a second here. Okay, we're back. The video just finished converting, and as we can see here, it just says it's done, and then right here it's available on the desktop. So if we look at the properties of it again, this is the converted video. You will see that it is now 201 megs versus the previous version, which was over 900 megs. So it's a little less than a quarter of the size of the previous video. So the compressor has done its job and has crunched that video down, so it's a much smaller file size. This should be much easier to now upload to Google Drive, to share with your instructor, or to upload to a YouTube channel. It's still too big to go onto Moodle or to email. You have to do an awful lot of compression to get something that small anymore. But this is a good shareable format for either Drive or YouTube. So that's pretty much the process. So if you end up having any questions, just let me know. Thanks, and have a good day.